the world. We're in your app and Play stores and on the World Wide Web at vividstreaming.live.
Hey, there you go, man. It is 9:03 in the morning. I'm back at it, doing what we do. Sonica V over there in the corner.
What's up?
TBL is in the building. What's up, my brother?
Wagwan.
All right, and this is going to be great. And Nikki Brooks is here as well. Nikki! All right, so I also got Tony here, right? This is called the Attraction Blueprint. All right, it is a manuscript. It's here for all the smoke, apparently.
I want all the smoke.
All right, now Tony, what is this manuscript about?
Okay, so I don't know if you remember this, right, Rash, but the last time we talked, I had tell you that, you know what? I'm going to finish my book. And I'm going to use that radio show interview that you did with me as the catalyst to hold me accountable to finish it.
So, ironically, I've been trying to convince Nikki to write a book for
Keep
him.
nailing it.
Now, keep nailing it, right? Okay.
I will.
So I feel like you should tune into this conversation because this brother right here, in this day and age, bro, I feel like you're kind of making yourself a lightning rod for other men who are going to be like, well, what make you the authority on relationships and women and things?
Right. I want all the smoke. I want all the lightning.
Okay, all the smoke, all the lightning. Why?
Yeah. Okay, so you asking me why am I the authority or why did I write the book?
Both.
Well, I wrote the book, right, because I've recognized that, we've gotten to a place, man, where instead of doing what we've been designed to do, which is, create families and work together and, have that partnership, collaborative kind of mindset, we in an environment now where it's like man versus woman. You know what I mean? Like you can't turn on a podcast or go on Facebook or go on Instagram and you can't see what people, why women ain't submissive, why men ain't providing, all of this type of stuff. So I just feel like, as men, we're leaders of a society and it's our responsibility to kind of set the tone and lead the relationship. So I write this book to kind of create a blueprint to help the men them that might not necessarily understand what a format and what a process look like.
Right.
And it's broken down into 3 parts. It starts with you. It starts with you as
Rash?
It starts with the man.
Okay.
It starts with you looking at yourself and becoming the man that you need to be first.
Right.
And then the second part is you stepping out there and actually like approaching women and talking to them. The whole process. I mean, like, listen, we could have a whole 15 episodes about the nuances, but there's no page that I've book that you can't open up to and you can't find value. And I talk about everything from when to hold hands, how to understand women. Women just want to be heard and understood. Relationships, boundaries, red flag, purpose, masculinity, polarity, hypergamy, like everything is, like
he's got the vocab.
Now, as far
like
as
the
authority now, I mean, I've had my fair share of women in my day, and I've experienced a lot
Small flex.
I've experienced a lot of different variety of mindsets. I've been all over the world. I've been in all types of relationships and situations, and I've gone through my own struggles. You know what I mean? And experience is the best teacher.
Oh, 100%.
So during those experiences, I was very self-aware, and I learned from those experiences. And I've also in those days I've studied other dating coach. I've read material. I've hired people to teach me things. I've educated myself. I've studied psychology. You know what I mean?
You didn't mention the word therapy in there at all.
I've done therapy.
No, but is it included in the manuscript?
So I'm pretty honest and transparent about how I got here and why you should read this book in the book. You know what I mean? I don't want to spoil it too much, but I do a pretty decent intro in the beginning, letting people know who I am and kind of like explaining how did we get here, why did I write this book, why it exists. So that's all in there. And yeah, man, I think that right now it's a very valuable tool. You know what I mean? I've been doing my YouTube channel for about a year now, and I've been able to help a lot of people. You know what I mean? The feedback has been positive. And I've always been told, you should write a book on this. You should write a book on this.
Right.
And it's like I tell you, I started this when I was 37. I started this 2 years ago. And then, when I went on a show with you last time, it wasn't finished.
Right.
And I was just like, I had saved on the air. I was like, I need to finish this book. And I was like, you know what? I can't say
this isn't a small book, man.
It's big pages. This is what it's going to look like.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is the markup. It's just, that's I print that myself.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I need to make my little final edits. Right now, we in the final.
You used a lot of wood to print this, sir.
Yeah, we nailed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We nailed it. But I challenge anyone to open any page in a book and tell me that they don't find some kind of value somewhere. You find a heading, you read it, and it's very simple. It's very easy to understand. I spent a lot of time trying to make this thing right, man. Like, I'm gonna send you a digital copy. The reason I bring that and
I do want that copy. When will that copy be available?
So I just right now I finishing the whole self-publishing process. I would try and get it done before I came down here, but it's a bit. I kind of like
course, yeah.
Amazon and all that type of stuff. But I'm gonna make sure you get a couple copies. I just going through that whole formatting and it's not as easy.
So here's the thing, right? This is a book. I mean, I'm making light of. This is a lot of pages.
Yes.
I'm not a reader. I'm just getting back into reading.
Yes.
But this is a book that I am definitely going to read.
There's going to be an audiobook.
Okay.
There's going to be an ebook.
Yeah.
And, I'm trying to make it digestible in any format that people feel their preference is.
So now let me ask you this. Is this a book, it's geared towards men, but women benefit from this read as well? So
funny story. I'm going to send you the reel, but so the shout out to Lexicon. Katie is a person that's helping me with the publishing process, and she had to read it, and she was telling me like, "Yo, I wanted so bad to argue with you," and because a lot of these red pill videos and a lot of these podcasts, it's kind of like men versus women, and it's polarizing stuff. But she said she read it, and the way I delivered it, she was actually like, "Man, you had me thinking like, am I the problem? Like, like I need to do some self work and like." Like she really recognized like, okay, so there's value in this information for both men and women.
So there you go though. But you just mentioned a dynamic that is possible as a result of this book, the female version.
Well, you know what? Talking to women is a lot different than talking to men,
No. I'm not saying, but like Katie, for example, could actually.
I think women could benefit from reading this book if they're willing to read it from the perspective of understanding how men are going to talk to them. How men are going to interact with them and what to look for in that man. I don't think it's going to be like, well, ladies, you should do this. Ladies, you should do that. Because this book is very like, men, you should do this. Men, you should do that. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't look at it from that lens.
So it's not really like along the lines of men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
It's not like Steve Harvey's book, Think Like a Woman, Act Like a Man.
I'm about to say, Think Like a Man, right?
Yeah.
Because women like that book because they were able to get into the minds of men.
Right.
But he was also like straightforward with it.
Yeah.
But like in a respectable manner that you could relate to as a woman, Like men are the provider. They, support. They do this and do that. And if they're not doing these things for you, then it's really not what you think it is, That type of vibe.
Of course. I mean, that's, I go into a lot of traditional values in my book as well. There's a lot of things in Steve Harvey book that I do agree with, but there's a lot of things I think he's dead wrong. Straight up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I read a lot of books. This book is also the accumulation of the knowledge I've acquired from other material that I was like, okay, here's what works, here's what doesn't. So, and I even cite those references in there so you could check those things out for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I really put a lot of time and thought into this thing, man. This isn't some like, oh, let me just write a book. Nah, like this is struggle, this is information, this is education. This is me helping other people. Like I've helped married couples. And I'm not married myself. I'm in a relationship, you know what I mean? But I'm not married. I'm in a long-term relationship, but I'm not married. And I've helped married couples. So, like I really believe in information, man.
But like, are you certified marriage counselor,
No.
or are you just a good friend with good advice?
I'm look at me like for the younger guys, look at me like the unk that been through it.
Right.
And for everybody else, just look at me as someone that care about you and I want to see you win, man. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? And what you have to lose. You're coming for advice for a reason. So clearly something ain't lined up. So you want to figure out something. Like I said, I want all the smoke, man. I want lightning. I don't want none of the nails and the wood, but you know what I mean?
Shout out to Nikki Brooks one time for joining us this morning. It is called The Attraction Blueprint and should be available in stores when?
So I always use this show to hold myself accountable. It's going to be published before the end of the year. You have my word on that. The Attraction Blueprint, become the man that women want and respect.
Okay, that's not on here.
I know. This is more of the markup right here. And that's even being updated right now, But yeah, man, I really wish we had the time to really do like a quick fire, you know what I mean? Because like I really think that any page you turn to in there, it definitely I said, I walk you through. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Quick fire, any page.
Any
Pick a page.
Open to the middle somewhere.
This starts to feel like
find some bold words and tell me if you find.
right.
Okay,
This feels like a magic show.
Let's go.
First paragraph. She might bring up your past relationships. Don't bash your ex. If she asks, keep it short and frame it positively. We grew as much as we could, and it was time for both of us to move toward more growth. That shows maturity without bitterness.
Move towards growth.
Okay, so the
Without-
context.
Yeah.
the context of that section, right, is when you want to date.
Yeah.
You know, some guys tend to, I want to talk about my ex, especially if there's a raw breakup they just went through, and they started, oh, my ex do me this, my ex do me that, and I'm just like, no, if you talk about your ex to this girl, she's gonna just assume that when she becomes your ex, you're gonna talk about her the same way. So
Right.
I'm just saying that if the conversation does come up and you do have to speak about it, I always speak about everything from a positive frame, you know, the masculine frame, you know, the relationship. A relationship is an opportunity to grow. You're in a relationship to give. And when both people feel like that relationship has run its course, you can no longer go together. That's when you part ways. And she deserves and you deserve to grow in the way that you need to grow. And that's, you should frame it in a way. And I think that's what that context of that line is.
Okay, so
do you agree or do you disagree?
No, I agree with that.
So
Definitely.
If you're on a date and a man bash me ex, how you gonna feel?
I'll question the way, you know, he looks at her and speaks about her, and possibly the same way about me. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you disagree, but we should keep things respectable, because I'm sure there was something you liked about her the whole 1 year or 2 years you were dating her, you know? So you don't gotta go tell me all the dirty dirt. Just like it didn't work out.
So you agree with the line then?
But okay, let me ask you
Yeah.
this, because the premise was the girl asked, would you ask a guy about his previous girlfriend?
Sure, why not?
Okay, just asking.
I mean, think about it. I mean, we haven't been single for a very long time. I don't know. I actually don't know. Rash, you know,
I haven't been single for a while.
Okay, so yeah, we haven't been single for a long time, but you can only think back, you know, when you're on dates, the type of questions you ask, you know. So, you know, what's your relationship like with your ex-girlfriend? You know, why did y'all break up? These type of things do come
I'm not
up.
bringing that up at all.
Yeah, I'm not bringing it up at all either. In the book
I'm not
it says,
asking either. I don't.
But you have, women will ask you, what do you do for work? How much money do you make? What kind of car do you drive? What about your ex? Like, these are the probing questions that you're gonna be asked on dates.
Yeah,
So
I
you
mean,
have
I
to
think
know
it's
to handle
a
it.
reasonable, good question. Like, how was your last relationship?
Exactly,
You know, that's
exactly.
something you want to know.
It's my last relationship.
Exactly. The past is the past. Hakuna Matata.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ask me about my past relationship. I'll answer you.
So you want to try one more? You want to try one more? Flick real quick.
Okay. Flick quick game.
Brrr.
All right. Okay. Chapter 38. Don't try to solve all her problems.
That's a good one.
This could have easily gone in the previous part where we went over making her feel validated. But it's such an important principle that it deserves its own section. Because this mistake, trying to fix instead of just listening, is one of the fastest ways to shut her down, kill connection, and lower her attraction. Should I go on?
I mean,
That's a good excerpt.
That's a good excerpt, yeah.
It is.
So, okay, just to give you context of that section. So, as men, you know, we're very 1 + 1 is 2. We're very logical, problem
2
solving.
+ 2 is a restaurant in Princess.
Nailed it.
Right.
You know? So, you know, I think one of the biggest mistakes we make is we immediately jump in to solve the problems. And oftentimes, she just want to vibe and vent. She just want to get it off of her chest. She just wants to speak about it. And she just that's how women process their feelings. Now, if she wants your advice, she might say something like, so what do you think? Oh man, I need help with this. What would you do? That's kind of your cue. But until she says that, and even if she says that, you kind of have to be like, do you want my advice or you just want me to listen?
Right.
But until she says that, don't jump in. Just listen. And as Sonic.
Yeah.
Okay. Speak for yourself. I don't want to speak on her behalf. Tell me, am I missing this market?
No, I think what you said actually makes a lot of sense, because the problem is a lot of people don't listen. And they only hear you to say something back without truly taking the information in. So having somebody to be like, you know what? Yeah, I understand why you will feel like that, so and so, so and so. And then if she comes to you like, you know, well, this is how I feel, possibly you can help me come to a solution, then, you know, it's open for discussion. But sometimes people just want to talk and they don't want to hear your idea to fix it. Either, it might not be, you know, the appropriate time or a solution that makes sense to her.
So it's safe to say, if she comes to you and she's like, man, I just had a rough day at work, man. Karen won't listen to me, and she da-da-da. It's safe to say that you shouldn't jump in and be like, well, why you don't just tell Karen to do this? It's safe to say you should just be like, wow, that sounds hard. Like, tell me more. So how did that make you feel? Like, that's the type of things you want. Exactly. So that section is what covers that. You know what I mean?
Well, Sonic, just pretend. Just for pretend. Pretend we're on a date and you ask me about my previous girlfriend. For some weird reason, I don't know why you do that, but go ahead.
Okay. You know.
Yeah. I want you to do it like you would do it if we were at
No,
dinner on a date.
No,
No, you don't say no.
Okay, let's go.
Well, relationships are a big deal in people's life because usually how you do in your relationship is how you look and deal with people. And I was just wondering, how does that work for you? Like, what do you think a relationship consists of? And like, give me an example with your last ex.
Wrote a song about it. Want to hear how it goes?
Let's go.
Oh, na, 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 na. The girl is a psycho. She does say me you're driving round in circles. The girl is a psycho. She does say me you're driving round in circles. Got to watch the steps I take and every move I made. Because I went to 2 + 2, she hit me with her shoe. Bronco thinks she might be a little crazy. She might just end in the penitentiary. Look right, look right, look right, look right, look right. Look good, look good, look good, look good, look good. Because a girl is a psycho. All right, there you go. Ask questions, get answers. Hey, but definitely, man. So Tony.
Yes, sir.
Sonic.
Hey.
Sonic providing great input. See, that's a professional. Professional walks with his own cans.
His own headphones.
His own headphones. Let's blow it. Hey, let's blow the horn for professionalism. And that jacket. That jacket is fire, dog.
Those are some really nice headphones. And I do like your jacket.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should turn your mic on. Yeah, there you go, sir.
Morning, morning, morning.
Oh, man. Yo, you came here fresh to that, bro.
Gusty Gus in the building.
Come to impress Rashidi.
Hey, Gus, can I see those headphones, man?
Yeah, man, for sure.
You ain't getting them back, Gus. There's a noise cancellation AI driven 101 5000.
All right, man.
Let me tell you the price on them.
No, yeah, I actually know. So, hey, Gusty. Before we get into your music, sir.
Yes, sir.
I would like you to opine on the thoughts of Tony and, of course, our lovely Sonic V.
So, in terms of our accent on the date, you need to repeat the question for me.
Yes, repeat the question, please. All right, so how do you feel about asking on a date? I would imagine this is an earlier date in this new relationship. How do you feel about asking about a female's ex or a female asking you about your ex?
So, from my perspective, this is before therapy. So,
Okay.
I can start there. Before therapy, I never want to know everything. After therapy, I ain't asking no questions because that's not the mind frame I have
Right. Yeah.
to ask about anybody in their past. I don't have nothing to do with them directly in terms of other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love to mind my business.
Yeah.
I think it's an important conversation to have.
It is.
I agree.
You think so, Tony?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily directly ask about your ex, but I would ask questions that kind of give me some hints because and then go into the vetting process. As a man, right, our job on these dates is just to have fun, hang out and hook up. That's it. We shouldn't be worried about trying to make this person your girlfriend and all that type of stuff. The relationship should be whole there, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? But you do want to know who you're dealing with, and you want to go through the process of vetting these girls over time because at some point, one of these dates, one of these interactions is going to lead into something more, and at some point you want to start a family. So you want to make sure you.
Oh wow, we went all the way to family talk.
I mean, at the end of the day, at some point, whether you wait 5, 10, 15 years, but at some point,
you want a breed shit.
At some point, you want kids, you want a family, and you want to make sure you do what good. You want to make sure you do with the right woman. You want to make sure you vet her. You want to make sure you go through the right process. So at some point, these types of conversations have to come up. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say on the first date, and again. That book covers everything. The first date, what a first date should look and feel and sound like, and everything. So, but there is room for that. There is room for the conversation, and listen to how she answer. Does she blame everything on him? Does she say it's all his fault? You know what I mean? Does you learn about our accountability and stuff? You know what I mean? So, that, you know, I say in the book, stay away from heavy topics like politics, religion, anything that could kind of kill her attraction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stay away from those heavy topics. Stay away from religion,
Yeah.
politics. You know what I mean?
Listen, let me tell y'all something about politics real quick.
Boy.
This ain't really got nothing to do with relationships per se.
It does.
Well, no, but I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I know what you mean. I know
Yeah.
exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Like, I got people that I really like. Like, I really, really like.
Me too.
Don't want to know. I don't want it to affect our relationship, which has been a great
I've
relationship.
had family cut me off for videos I made about certain things politically.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's stay away from politics, guys. Unless you know y'all are like-minded. And that's the beautiful thing about ViVid. MJ is right-leaning black male. Don't see them much in the wild. He has a platform here, and he shares that, and we don't
And
interfere.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Correct. So here's the thing about that. I probably would not listen. Like, if I have the utmost respect for MJ, I probably wouldn't listen to a white male give me their opinions of the right wing. But I'll listen to MJ.
Fact.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes it's all about who's delivering the message and your willingness to receive the message. And that could go for relationships as well.
I'll say this last thing here real quick, right? I think that the problem right now is everything is pick a side. Man versus
Right,
woman.
correct.
Left versus right. Democrat versus Republican.
Right.
I feel like in order to have any kind of progress and change, you have to be able to sit down with the other side or another side and have uncomfortable conversations
Correct.
and be able to get through the conversation together in
Definitely.
order to figure out the future.
Yeah.
That's regardless of what
100%.
relationships, politics. And I feel like you are an especially talented person at doing that. Like I've
You know what? Speaking of which, keep talking.
okay, I will keep talking. I think Rash is amazing at handling them type of conversations. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And it's like it's even when it comes down to musically on the island, it's just one side versus the next, and I think that's the problem. That's part of the reason why I write the book. I feel like we're too caught up in competing with each other, combating each other. Ask the question. Let's go. Shoot. Oh, he went for the blazer.
No, I'm gonna explain
He's
why.
a professional.
No, I'm gonna explain why, but go ahead.
What's the question, Gus?
What's the name of the book?
Let me see the cover there. Let me see the mock-up. So it's called The Attraction Blueprint. Become the man that women want and respect.
Okay, that's dope, man.
I gonna make sure you get a copy, Gus.
Of course.
So,
Hey.
Gus, you didn't know. That's what we talk about. Look, Gus. Look, Gus helping you with the
I
product
love the
placement.
product placement.
All right.
I love that. I gonna make for everybody that don't know. Can I tell them what to do for ViVid?
Yeah, of course.
So for everybody that don't know, right, I am the social media manager for ViVid Streaming, and you know what I mean, all other reels and the clips and the stuff. Majority, not all, because it's an immense team here.
Shout out to West
Great,
same time.
Yeah, West Girl, big ups. Sonica Beats. Listen, it's an amazing team here. What they're doing on ViVid and Kiss, but I going to take that still, and that's gonna be the cover for the next reel I post from this interview. That's still he just put up there with him holding it.
Of course.
I just ain't y'all know yet.
That's
but
a
man,
producer to the stars.
but yeah, man. I proud to be a part of the
Fayon
team.
Lions.
Right.
Fayon Lions.
Whoa.
Fayon Lions Alvarez.
So what's with the blazer though?
Okay, so yesterday, right? This is the beautiful thing about, or however,
Yeah.
I don't get to process good things, bad things. I gotta move on to the next thing. So yesterday, I believe in showing people the appropriate respect. I would have not interviewed the governor in a t-shirt. And this,
Right.
by the way, is not the same t-shirt. This blazer was in another room. Right? So prior to the interview, like I was a little upset. I was prepared to shed tears. And then nobody would know that. And then the governor, we do this whole interview, and I forgot about my blazer. So, Govy, I would have respectfully put this on for you, sir. Then I just shed those tears after the show.
Yeah.
All right, now with that being said, right? Hey, Gusty,
What's going on?
yo, I'm gonna blow the horn in advance, bro. Hey, Gus, listen, man, you one of them ones, man.
Uh-huh.
And I just want to say shout outs, respectful to you for what you do, because you do it so well.
Yeah, kings respect kings, man.
Oh, okay. But with that being said, we also got to pay the people that pay us. So let's do that real quick.
Oh.
Fiber from Liberty is here. Finally, the connection you deserve. Reliable, consistent, powerful. Sign up now and get 500 megs upload and download for as little as $75 a month. Plus, for a limited time, your first month and installation are free. Liberty True Fiber is now available in the following areas in St. Thomas: Manners Retreat, Content, Friedenhoy, King's Quarters, Lovenlund, Megan's Junction, Marindal, Mountaintop, Nazareth, Towers Condos, Bavoni, plus AYH, Barbell Plaza, Crown Bay, East End Plaza, Foothills, Havenside, Niski, Red Hook Plaza, Royal Palms, Vitraco Mall, and Yacht Haven Grand. Sign up at libertyvi.com/fiber.
All right, there you go, man. Shout outs to our folks over there at Neighborhood Pharmacy. One time for the one time. See him where?
Get up, come, let's go to Neighborhood Pharmacy. Everything you need and more, they got it for all a week. Drive through if you in a rush, they deliver if you don't want to get up. Advice for you, advice for me, they open up 6 days a week. Yeah, they got everything you need at Neighborhood Pharmacy. There we go, yeah, they got everything you need at Neighborhood Pharmacy.
All right, there you go, man. It is the new rhythm on ViVid Streaming, and we are joined with Gusty, man. The Gus Bus is in the building. Speaking of the Gus Bus being in the building, it is almost Trinidad Carnival.
Yes, it is.
You are doing Trinidad Carnival type things. Clearly. Don't take this the wrong way, man.
I'm listening.
Not watching your pockets.
No, of course not.
Clearly making money because those headphones say it all. So, Gusty. Who you been working with this year? You had some bangers with Bungie last year.
Yeah.
Who you working with this year?
Well, it's the same energy again this year. You know what I mean? We've developed quite a relationship. So, in terms of the work progress, a lot of music coming out. We have about 3 songs lined up right now with Fayan. And I think...
3 you said?
Yeah. So
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but not today.
Okay,
Just one today, right? And we were supposed to have the interview this morning with Fayan Lyons as well. So Bungie called this morning.
Okay.
And he just want to say, apologize that he was not
Whoa, stop.
Yeah.
Bungie apologized to me?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
That he didn't come, that they be able to do because he's traveling because of the Uber Soca.
Okay.
So that's what caused it with the delays and stuff.
All
like
right.
that. Yes.
Wait, let me get this clear again.
Yeah.
Bungie apologized to me.
Apologize.